Aloha, my name is Pierre, and today I'm going to show you how to print a beautiful t-shirt, like handmade t-shirts that you can draw whatever you want on it. It's a really easy DIY process. I guess you'll have everything already in your garage, or ask your dad or your mom. And yeah, so I'll walk you through it. It's pretty fairly easy and pretty fun. This is going to be what we're going to use to print. It's just a plexiglass that kind of fit the size of my t-shirt. Else you want to mark it, put your t-shirt, mark down what's the size on your plate. You can use any piece of glass, plexiglass. If you don't have it, you can even use transparent tarp stuff, like a painter tarp. The advantage of having a see-through plate is like you can put whatever image you want behind and trace it if you want. And then of course you'll need a t-shirt. That's my t-shirt. Boogie board are great because you need something to stretch your t-shirt. Of course, if you're a child or not as big as me, you might need something smaller. So a piece of cardboard would do, anything that's flat, a piece of wood. The important thing is you want your t-shirt to be separated in 2 layers. Else, when you print, it's going to go through and print on the other side as well. Unless that's what you want to achieve, you'd rather stretch them. So let's get started. I want to do something I improvise, but I want it to be about play. So I want to write down actually play. So in order to do that, I'm going to turn my plate. And I'm going to trace and write pretty much where I want my play to be. So I'm going to do play like this. My P. This is going to be my L. This is going to be my A. And this is going to be my R. Up, and then I'm going to flip it this way, and this is where I'm going to paint, because like this, when I'm going to print it, it's going to say play, right? So let's get going. I take some blue. It's not too runny. You don't want anything too runny because it's going to drip or run as you turn the plate. So I like them, but I want to add a little bit of motif. So I'll take a nail and I go and I scratch. Actually it's going to make it's going to be clean, so it's going to make a nice line. Anywhere that the paint is more thick, it's going to extend, it's going to smear. So you have to keep that in mind. See how we're going to print. So I'm going to put it where I want it, in the middle, from there, and then go down, like this, and just gently go. And it depends also how hot, how moisture is your room. This room is pretty hot, so things tend to dry pretty fast. And look now. Whoop. Here we go. So you see everywhere that I scratch and I scored makes like really strong lines. This first print can show you how fast your paint will tend to dry, and then you'll have to take this into consideration. And I know that my green is a little bit runny, so I have to be a little careful with it. I'm going to somehow try to match where I was. You know, I'm there, I can see. All right, this is where my blueprint was. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm pretty much matched. And now let's go. and maybe start writing this play. Now I'm going to use a different color, another. Alright, I think that's enough because I don't want them to dry again too fast. So when you scrub, make sure to keep your plates safe. You don't want to wiggle around. It is going to be like smeared. You see, we're starting to have something. Now I feel like this is a little bit empty, so I'm going to put like a bird. And like that. I like to make bird with hands, because if you take your hands and put a beak in there, now I don't care wherever I put, I just look at it and say, well, it's gonna look good there or there, you see, because I'm not going overlapping in any other design. So I'm gonna put it a little bit more on the side, almost like this. Just flew away from the plant. And it kind of like looks cool to me right now, this way. However, I want to put a little bit of strong flat colors somewhere, which I'm going to do right now. Put enough paint, thick enough, and have fun. Just go for it. Use your hand, stamp with stuff, drop the paint, scratch on it. You know, the more fun the better.